So this is the project bike I just finished right here. Basically got this bike as a pile of parts. I made some graphics for a customer who was building a XR50 based bike with a 140 motor in it. And we made some custom graphics for him and installed them. And he said he had some extra parts laying around. Asked if I wanted them. Said yeah. So he gave me this front end, whole front end with triple clamps, forks, wheel, tire, disc brake setup. He gave me the handlebars. He gave me this motor. It's got a Mikuni carburetor on it. It's got a Katako top end kit. I believe he said this is 108cc. It had these engine covers on it, Red Baron and Sano. He gave me the brand new BBR skid plate. I ordered this frame off eBay. It's off a 2007 XR50. Looked like it wasn't abused at all. Pretty clean paint. These plastics are off my daughter's bike. She wanted a new graphics kit, so I took these old ones and we remade these graphics. We sell these replacement XR50 graphics on our website. They match exactly to the 2002-2003 spec. It's got a brand new unifilter. I bought a brand new XR50 engine cover. Ordered brand new foot pegs, brand new OEM kickstand. Went with the 50 caliber rear swing arm. I did have to run different spacers, so I have a smaller spacer on this size. Actually picked that up at Lowe's, and I believe that's a 3/4 inch wide. The factory one is an inch wide. And then I had to throw a few washers over here. There's not too much. I couldn't go over left anymore, but if I didn't move the wheel over, then the chain wouldn't align with the front sprocket, and the wheel was just sitting way over to the right. It still sits over to the right just a little. I went with this exhaust. This exhaust was off eBay. Did have to get longer studs to mount it because the flange sits farther away from the motor. I did have to cut down this a little bit because this pipe here, it was super long. It was like 3 or 4 inches longer than that. And so this exhaust would have stuck out like crazy. Still hasn't started yet. This motor sat for, he told me 10 plus years, maybe even 15 years that motor sat. So I drained the oil, put brand new oil in it, put brand new gas in it. I cleaned out the carb before I put it all together. Let's see if she fires up. Alright, so I think I figured out why it's leaking. It's leaking basically right here at this joint where the carb joint meets the cylinder. And you can see the carb looks like it's bottoming out on the motor. It's like hitting the motor right there. And so when I tightened those bolts up there, I think it lifted this just slightly because this is touching. So in the pile of parts he gave me, there was this little plate is supposed to go here. I'll raise the carb up a little bit. It shouldn't hit the motor, and then hopefully it can seal that up so it doesn't leak oil there. Chromatic fiber gasket material in a roll. So I rolled that out. I'm gonna trace this, go ahead and cut it out. Alright, so I got it all back together. Got the homemade gasket on the bottom, got the gasket that came with it on the top, added that little spacer in there. The carb is not bottoming out on the motor,